Girl, my body don't lie.
Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Matt here, and today I'm going to be showing you two different podcasting applications that you can get for your iPhone. I'm going to be comparing them and finding out who the winner is between these two applications. So I'm going to be comparing Pocketcast and Downcast. You can get these both from the App Store for around $5. So similar price points, but I'm going to be comparing them and seeing what the major differences are between them. So I'm just going to take you on a quick tour of Pocketcast first here. And Pocketcast definitely has a great user interface. So I'll just take you on a quick tour here. The top left, you can see you can sort all your different podcasting that you are subscribed to. You can sort by the date, title, latest episode, and you can customize what you want to sort it by. You can see all your podcasts, you can see all the episodes, you can see your recent, your unplayed, your downloaded, your unfinished ones very easily there. So you can go to your podcast here and see all the podcasts you are subscribed to and very easily go into one and play it and download it for offline listening as well. So that's your first tab there. You can see what you're listening to right now. You can change the volume. You can choose to play it. You can choose to skip forward, skip backward. You can change the playback speed if you want to. You can create a playlist very easily. You can also share it via the Facebook or whatever, your Twitter maybe sometimes. So you can also choose AirPlay, which is nice. You can do a simple search, but they do have nice interface here. You can see the most popular. Let it load up here, and you can easily subscribe to the most popular playlist. You can browse all the categories. They do organize it very well. So you can also choose to change some of the settings here. You can change some of the playback settings. You can change how fast you want to skip forward, how fast you want to skip backward. You can do some remember speed. And you can choose not to lock it on the screen, on the lock screen, which is nice. So that is basically Pocketcast, and Pocketcast does work very well. I've used it pretty much for all my podcast listening, and the user interface is amazing on here, and I would definitely recommend Pocketcast over Downcast. But let's take a quick look at Downcast here first. Now, Downcast is very similar to Instacast, which is another podcasting service or application, and the reason why it's very similar is just the way it's laid out. It doesn't have any fancy user interface or anything, which is why it's not as good as Pocketcast. But let me take you on a quick tour here. You can choose to unsubscribe to all your playlists here. You can see all your unplayed podcasts here. You can easily jump into a podcast and listen to the latest episode. So it'll load up here. And you can choose to change the speed here as well. You can go all the way up to 3 times, which is a little bit faster than Pocketcast, but it does work just as well. You can choose to easily skip forward and backward. You can also perform a gesture. You can kind of hear that sound effect there, which is kind of nice there. And you can also AirPlay, which is nice as well. You can go. If we jump back here, you can go into your, you can see the show notes for this. You can see the link where they're actually getting the podcast from. You can choose to lock the podcast, I guess, and you can also convert so you can stream it. You can also share it on Twitter, Facebook, and read it later. You can also choose more if you want to do. And you can share it with your computer or send it to an application, which is nice. So that's the first tab there. It's all your podcasts. And the second tab is your playlist. You can create lots of playlists, but it automatically does create a playlist of all the podcasts you're subscribed to, which is nice. And you can also easily find new ones just by searching or looking at the categories, which they do categorize very nicely. You can also see all the downloaded playlists you've downloaded before in the past, and it's going to update all my things here. And you can hear the sound effects. They're pretty nice, and you can choose to turn them off if you don't like them, but I personally like them. And you can change some of the settings here very easily. You can look at some of the settings there. Across the app, you have that now playing up there. You can see how it's not changing. So you can always jump into the podcast you're listening to, which is very nice. So you can do other things in the app. And it's a very simple app. You can also, it does have support for iCloud sync. So that means whenever you go to download this app on a new iOS device or an older one or whatever, will automatically sync all your episodes, all your podcasts, all your playlists, and all your settings very easily without having to go through and set this up again. So guys, thanks so much for watching this video. If you like this video, please make sure to subscribe to my channel, as it really does help me out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.